Mike, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let me see what we got going here. Are we here? Yeah, I'm here. Facebook. Where we at? Where we at? Facebook. All my peoples. Yes, I see us here. Uh, for whatever reason, IG is not working yet, but let's get IG to go. Let's get IG together. Here we go. IG. YouTube. Not quite Twitch. Um, don't mind my background. I'm still working out some kinks with some new stuff. But welcome. There we go. IG. We are here. We in a building. Oh my God. It feels so good to be back. I hope y'all can hear me. Hope y'all can hear me pretty good. Let me make sure my sound is right. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. Let me get my lights together, man. My lights is all screwy and all of that jazz. There we go. All right, man. Mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. It is me, Pizzle, Pod God. Um, I'm as y'all can see, I'm back. I'm here. Um, I'm working out some new equipment, a new host, a new web host, or whatever. So don't mind my background. I will have it all the way I need it, like in the upcoming weeks. I've been dealing with this for the past month that I've been off. That's one of the reasons why I did take some time off. Because sometimes you need to rest yourself. You need to take breaks. It's okay to take breaks. Everybody be talking about, oh, we work hard, I do this, I do that. It's cool to work hard, but it's also cool to take breaks just to get yourself together, just to keep your peace, just to just to keep you from getting burnout. And when you get burnout, sometimes you tend to not like what you do anymore. So what I do is I take breaks. Now, I wasn't expecting to take the entire month of May off. It's just something that happened. Um, yeah, it's just something that happened. I wasn't planning on taking a whole month off. These lights, I hate these lights, but it looks a whole lot better as I'm looking at it on the phones than it does on my actual screen here. But I'm back in this here. What I'm doing is this is like a tester for the most part. Um, just trying out a new show. Don't worry, Club Pizzle will be back and better than ever this Thursday. Think I'm gonna go on early because the NBA finals starts at whatever time. So I may go on early. I may go on at 8 o'clock. So y'all know. Just that's a mute. There we go. But I'm back, man. It feels good to be back. It feels good to be here. I greatly appreciate everybody who tunes in. I am live on Facebook. I am live on YouTube. I am live on Instagram. Shout out to all of my people here. Um, I'm gonna just give y'all a quick little breakdown of where the hell I've been for the last month, and then I'm going to let you guys in on exactly what I got going here over at the network and what I got going here, you know, for the rest of the year for the most part. The month started off Mother's Day. I went down south, spent time with my grandmother and my aunt for Mother's Day. Took my mom down to Alabama. Shout out to all my folks in Tuscaloosa. Shout out to the family. Love y'all, miss y'all. Um, had a ball down there. That drive again, man. That drive to Tuscaloosa is it can be treacherous, especially driving 12, 13 hours. Even though my ride down was one of the smoothest rides that I ever had. No weather, no traffic. Um, but a time was had a great time, got to kick it with my people, did a little bit of line dancing, got to see my family. and it's always good to be able to chill and see family. It's always a good thing. Um, I'm trying to think of what else I did. Oh yeah, I mean, I go down and get me. I had me some good wings down there. Y'all know when I go places, I gotta get a taste of the city. So I got me some good chicken wings while I was down there. Ate good. I eat good anywhere I go. I'm gonna eat good. I'm gonna have fun. And then I came back. I went to the Cavs game. I am gonna speak more on the Cavaliers on Thursday. I'm not gonna talk about it now. I'll speak about them on Thursday. Okay, because I've seen a lot. But again, I'm gonna just leave that until Thursday. Which brings me to Battleground. Shout out to my dog Mr. Shredder. Thank you for having me be a part of this. Um, just shout out to everybody that's over there, man. Shout out to Flight Life B. Shout out to Timbuktu. Shout out to DJ Verb. Shout out to Don Prince. Shout out to Neff and everybody over at Exotic Cuisines, where we hold that thing at. The next one is coming up in July. Y'all got time to sign up. Y'all got a whole month and some change to sign up for the next Battleground. Be ready for it. Hope y'all ready for it. We had us a good time, man. It was a good time. Shout out to all of the competitors. Shout out to the guest judge, um, the life's own Cleveland legendary Kane was in the building. We had us a great time, man. Him and his peoples. We tripped out all night, man. We had a blast all night long. It was so much fun. But I do want to take the time out right now to just recap what went down and what took place at this latest battleground. This is episode 2 of season 3. I missed episode 1. I was at home under the weather. Hate that I missed it. The one that took place in March, Block defended his title, became a 3-time champion. Which brings me here to episode 2. It started off with B-Jax, Battleground Baby, as we call him, or as I start to call him. Battleground Baby going up against a newcomer that goes by the name of Jimmy. Didn't know what to expect from him when I first seen him. Like, some people, you just see him off of a look and you're just kind of puzzled and figuring out, like, all right, what is this cat going to do? But he got up there and he did a pretty dope song, had a nice little bop to it. But B-Jax started the night off right, and you will find out later on when I get to it. Like, he got to it from the jump. Up tempo, performing, had his crowd with him, did his thing, killed it. He took that first round, and shout out to Jimmy, who revealed to us it was his first time performing. And as a first time performer, damn good job, kid. Keep going. I got his information. Hopefully, I will have an opportunity to speak to him at some point. I got to stop looking at my computer screen and just look at what my phone's because my computer screen ain't doing me no justice. The next matchup in the first round. I'm giving the first round. I'm gonna just give a whole breakdown. First round matchup. Illustrious. No, who's no stranger to Battleground, has been there before. Went up against Faye Love. There we go. That's better. Took on a newcomer who goes by the name of Faye Love. Shout out to Faye Love Music. She gave us a different feel, a different it was like a change of pace for Battleground because she's strictly R&B. It was good, feel good R&B. And Illustrious pulled up and did what Illustrious always does, and he puts on the show. I as a judge, I picked Faye Love, and it was simply because like I felt her song a little more, and I felt like Illustrious was a little too cool with his performance. I enjoy both performances. I just prefer her performance over his, and that's just how things go at Battleground sometimes. You go off of that type of a feel, and uh they ended up going to sudden death. Shout out to Flight Life Bees, aka Sudden Death Bees. It took it into a sudden death where Illustrious did like come through and he did his thing. Faye Love also did another dope ass song. It had an Erica Badu feel to it, Erica Badu beat in it, and she killed it. But Illustrious got the win and he moved on to the second round. Next matchup, not defending, first ever Battleground champion Hayes stepped back into the ring for the first time in a long time. She's been there, she's performed, she supported her people, but now she got back in the tournament and was going to fight for the belt. She took on another newcomer who went by the name of Yedo. And if anybody follows Battleground or the thing that took place that night, I'll get to it in a second. But Hayes came through with the win. She's high energy. This was my first time meeting Yedo. This was my first time seeing him perform. And I was a little underwhelmed and disappointed in him. Hayes did get the win, but Yedo did share a story of something that took place before he went on that kind of threw him. And we've spoken to him. We apologized to him about it. It was an incident with somebody that was in the building that night that was acting on some weird shit for the most of the night. And I've had an opportunity to speak to Yedo. I believe Meech had an opportunity to speak to him. I believe Bees also had an opportunity to speak to him. I will at some point lock down an interview with Yedo and he can speak on it. He told his part, he told his story, and he he told us what went down and told us what it was. It was just a weird incident. He got into a fight literally right before he went on. He was coming in the door as they were calling his name and was trying to figure out where he was. And it kind of threw his performance, excuse me. And we told him, just come back, bro. We don't do that type of shit at Battleground. We not on that type of nonsense. We don't do all of the riffraff and all of the foolishness. Battleground is a safe place and a safe space for artists to come and get they thing off, man. You come to perform, you come to fight for a belt. Nobody wants to come in and have to fight, like literally fight, throw hands, and be threatened by some weirdos on some weirdo shit. Last matchup of the first round was Chop Dollar, who had a nice run. He's not a stranger to Battleground, and another Battleground veteran goes by the name of Party. Now I believe this one went into sudden death too. Beast took it into sudden death. Chop Dollar got the win. Shout out to Chop Dollar. Chop Dollar gets busy. I want to give a shout out to Party too, because Party shows up. Party listens to what the judges says, and anytime he comes back to Battleground, he applies what the judges say. He just draws some bad matchups. Just say that about Party. He just draws bad matchups, but he gets in the building, he steps in the building, he gets up there, and he performs. Also, speaking of, Party does have a show at the ATM Lounge next Friday night, I believe. June 13th. Is it Friday or Saturday? Whatever that is. Like, Party has a show. Hit him up following. I'll probably just shoot in the building just to show my face. That's a work weekend for me, but I'll probably just come up there, show my face, say what's up to the people. And, shout out to Richie Carlisle and the good people over at ATM. So that brought the first round to a close. Going into the second round, back to Chop Dollar going up against B-Jax. This was a intense battle. B-Jax came out with the dub in this one again. B-Jax was on a mission all night, and I believe this is the round where I called out Block, and I say, Block, where you at? I say, the young boy, he got you in his crosshairs. He's looking for you. He's coming for that title. And let me add, I didn't say that to antagonize anybody, or I not to antagonize him. Just letting them know that the competition was in the building that night. This chair gonna get me lower now. Feel a little better. But B-Jax got the win, and hopefully, and I don't believe he did. I believe Block didn't take it the wrong way, didn't mean it anyway. Just letting them know, like the competition is in here, and just to give you a little motivation, it's like, hey, may not be a walk in the park tonight. The next matchup was Hayes going against Illustrious. They both performed songs against each other that were like favorites and like battleground favorites and big big records for the two of them in their in their short run and short careers here. But Hayes came out with the dub and this setup, and it didn't dawn on me until it got there. I was like, oh, we got a battle of like brother and sister, so to say. B Jackson and Hayes running the same crew. They tight, they cool, like they got songs together. They have great chemistry together with their songs, which I think is fire. And I thought it was fire that the two of them got there and got busy against each other in the final round with the right to go up against Block. So B Jax came out with the win. I kind of felt like Hayes drew back a little, but B Jax was on a mission. B Jax was like a buzzsaw, came through, and he did his thing. So that set up B Jax versus Block for the championship. Block is a three-time champion. Block dominated. The first two, he dominated. And it really wasn't close. For me, it wasn't close. I can't speak for other judges. I can only speak for myself. He dominated the competition. And I don't know what happened at the last battleground in March because I wasn't there. I was under the weather. Other performances. Wait a minute. There were other performances that night before I get to the championship. Shout out to Takarachi. Battleground people. And I've had this conversation with Meech, and we've kind of alluded to it on some after the battles and just some other things amongst us, that Takarachi might be an uncrowned champion at Battleground. And he reminded us. Boy, did he give us a reminder as a performer. There's another person that performed, and forgive me, I forgot your name. Forgive me for forgetting your name. I deeply apologize. Hit me up. I'll have you on. I'll interview you. Come sit in the hot seat. And also the incomparable Artenka Tierra performed. And anytime she performs, it's a movie. She gets busy. Shout out to Tink. Tink is great. She also has a show. Go check her out in the lab. It's on Wednesdays. I believe they have a show or a showcase tomorrow night. Hit Tink up or Tink and Tierra, hit her up and hit up in the lab for that information. That brings us to the championship. Oh, and shout out to Envy Jazzo, five-time grand champion who was in the building. She's always in the building. She's always supporting people. She just be in there and she be in there doing her thing. Shout out. She's the one and only. She's one of the best performers in this city. Shout out to her. Championship round. B-Jax versus Block. Whew. This might be the best championship round that we've seen at Battleground. And you have to check out other after the battles. It's on the Battleground Performance League page. But this championship round right here was exactly was exactly why Meech created Battleground. This is what Battleground is about. It's about the fight for that belt. It's about it's about these artists who put work in. These guys are putting in work and are fighting for something that they can take home, something they can show off to their people and can carry around with them and have bragging rights for a couple of months. Um, I personally gave the round to Block because I am of the belief that to beat a champion, you have to knock the champion out. And I don't think B-Jax knocked the champion out. But my esteemed panel disagreed with me. Kane picked B-Jax. And after a long, long pause, and everybody thought we were going to go to sudden death because Bees is sudden death Bees, she gave it to B-Jax. So we now have a brand new Battleground champion. He goes by the name of B-Jax. Shout out to B-Jax. Been through a lot. I will have him on at some point. I will have a bunch of Battleground competitors on at some point. I do have a Battleground announcement that I want to make that I'm not going to make just yet. I still got some. Just stay tuned. But again, congratulations to B-Jax. Also, salute to Block, Blockbuster, who whose run as a three-time champion was quite a run. I believe he will be back. I hope he does come back. I wouldn't mind to see them run it back. Moving on, that was Battleground. Shout out to Meat, shout out to B, shout out to Verb, shout out to Tim, shout out to Dom, shout out to Neff, shout out to the whole gang over there. Um, which brings me to the end of my month and this past weekend. The missus and I attended the Roots picnic in Philadelphia. Um, just to give my account of it, I'll start off by saying we did enjoy ourselves. Saturday, I don't know if anybody is online or on IG and looking at a lot of that stuff and seeing what was posted where. But Saturday was disastrous there because there was some heavy rain in Philadelphia and it was like unsafe grounds at the park, Fairmount Park, in Philadelphia. I believe that was North Philadelphia that we were in, if I'm not mistaken. It was North Philadelphia. But they delayed the start time or the doors opening at 3. So me and the wife left here like early Saturday morning. We drove in. We got here. We got to Philly about maybe 4 or 5 o'clock ish. Checked in our hotel, sat around, and we goes over to the park. It's crowded. It's packed. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of cars. And by the time we get to the gate, like we're standing there for maybe 15 to 20 minutes, we can hear people, like people were saying that there were people who had to wait 3 hours to get in. By the time we got there, Glorilla was on stage. That was one of the people that I wanted to see, or that me and the wife really wanted to see, was Glorilla. We missed Glorilla. By the time we got in, she had gone off. And by the time we got in, also Jeezy was there. We missed Jeezy. So a little down, a little disappointed, and a little tired and jet lagged from the car ride. You know, we drove 6.5 hours to get there. We did see Tim's perform, and she's great. She was awesome. We stayed probably that first day, maybe an hour and a half. The wife looked at me and said, "You ready to go?" I said, "Yeah, I'm ready to go." Because we were tired. I was exhausted to drive there. Like, it was just an exhausting. Like we were tired, we were hungry, we was just ready to go home. So we go back to the hotel. Now Sunday was a different experience and a better experience. It was a smooth ride in. We got parking pretty smooth. We got in pretty smooth. We got through security pretty smooth. Everything was a little better on Sunday. Questlove did send out a message to everybody apologizing. They did. Like it took them a while to do it, but they apologized about what happened Saturday. They explained what happened. The rain, the grounds were unsafe. They did what they could to try to make sure the grounds were safe. It was muddy by the main stage. So you know, a brother was a little salty. My primes, my DT 96s had a little mud on them, but you know, I'm always prepared, and I had some shoe. I take shoe cleaner with me everywhere I go. I don't play around. Like I pack mad sneaks when I go. I packed like 2 weeks for a 2 day trip for real. But they did apologize to us, to everybody. I believe they did offer refunds for people. But Sunday was a lot smoother. We got in pretty smooth. We just had barely missed the Benny Medina, CC Peniston, Crystal Water set, which I was dying to see. We went and took some pictures. As y'all seen the pictures on my IG and on my Facebook, we took some pictures. Then I saw Pusha T. I got the chance to see Eclipse reunion. I got to see Two Chains and Black Thought. It was on the mixtape joint, like the mixtape set. The DJs, all the DJs there were slamming. Then we go to another stage where we had an opportunity to see the Backyard Band featuring CeeLo Green. Now, I don't know how many people are into DC go-go music and DC go-go bands, but I highly recommend, if you have an opportunity to go see the Backyard Band or any go-go band, any DC go-go music band for that matter, I highly recommend you guys go and see that because it's a good time. CeeLo Green came out. He did go-go versions of some of his songs. He did the go-go version of "I'll Be Around." He did a go-go version of "Crazy." Trying to think of what else he did. He did like he had the go-go band back. It was fire, and then they came out. Funny tidbit: a lot of people didn't know. Slim Charles from The Wire is a part of the Backyard Band, which is dope. And they, oh my god, it was fun. I just recommend that. Then we got to see the world famous Roots crew perform. Is that enough? The 30th anniversary of God, Black Thought, master of ceremony, MC. He's just a rapping ass dude, and he gets busy on his rap ish. Um, and then on the walkout, we were ready to go. We saw that. Then we saw a little bit of Lenny Kravitz, who sounds fantastic still. Uh, we got up out of there before Meek Mill went on because I knew, I say this is Philadelphia. It's gonna be dark. It's gonna be packed, and I do not want to be in this traffic trying to get back to our hotel. So we got out of there before Meek Mill performed. Would have loved to see it, but we got up out of there. But we also did see Girls Love Karaoke. Hopefully they make a stop in Cleveland, or if I ever get to New York City, I can go to Girls Love Karaoke. But overall, our experience was cool. Um, we'll never go again though, because that's a lot of walking. It's a lot. It's a lot going on. It's a lot of walking. It's a lot of people. It's really busy. That's just something that we had on our bucket list. We crossed it off the bucket list. Now we don't have to do it again. So that's that. And that was my weekend, and that was pretty much my month. Now, some quick announcements. Club Pizzle, we back Thursday. Y'all know what it is, man. I got to talk about the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm going to recap the season and just give my thoughts on what's going on there. I'm going to talk Cleveland Browns. Yes, I am on a Cleveland Browns sabbatical, but I am in Cleveland, and y'all do. Some people do turn to me for their Cleveland Browns news and notes, and they want to hear my opinions. So I have to do that. Doesn't mean I'm a fan. I'm not a fan. I am still on my Brown sabbatical. Unless Shador Sanders, well, until Shador Sanders becomes the starting quarterback. If he becomes the starting quarterback at any point in the season, we back. Still waiting on my DTs. They are planning some releases. Not sure when, but they're coming. Also, I'm doing this like particular day and segment in time. Artists in Cleveland, send me links to y'all music. I will review you guys' music right here. Singles, mixtapes, albums, whatever y'all got out, I will review them. There are two projects that did drop. EDH, I am going to check your album out, and also Richie Carlisle. I am still taking yours to the lab, so I will talk about those, and I will have you guys on to talk about them. Also, actors, comedians, promoters, anybody in the city that's doing something positive and doing something dope, hit me up. My DM and my inbox is open. I'm here for the culture. I'm not going to sit here and talk about what is not going on in the culture and not do something about it. I'm going to be the change. I'm going to try to be the change that I want to see. They're saying that Cleveland music is falling. The Cleveland music scene is falling off. Why? Whose fault is it? And what is anybody going to do about it? You know what I'm going to do about it? I'm going to try to shine the light on people on in the Cleveland music scene that are trying to get some things done out here and that are trying to do their thing. And that is not a shot at anybody. Let me repeat, it's not a shot at anybody. If the scene is falling off, it's up to the leaders to try to bring it back up. It's up to the leaders to try to come up with solutions. I'm not quite a leader, but I'm going to do what I can to make sure it's not falling. So anybody can hit me up. Any award show people, hit me up. OEAs, get at me. Drew, get at me. Saya, Danae, get at me. For the Legend Awards, the Cleveland Music Awards, hit me up. Trap, you know what it is. Hit me up. I am here to talk to everybody because I am ready and willing to shine the light on Cleveland and the scene and what everybody is doing here. I'm not in no cliques. I have no ties to nobody. I am an independent dude who has my own network, who does podcasts, who want to shine light on people. And with that said, I am going to get out of here. I will see y'all this Thursday for Club Pizzle. We are going to have a whole lot of. I got some stuff to talk about. I might do it in more than 45 minutes. I'm gonna try to do it in under 45 minutes. But I will be here. Y'all know what I say, man. Always protect your peace, protect your energy. The message is more important than the messenger. And creators be great. Stay positive, because negative energy is trash. Till Thursday, I will see y'all. Peace out.